It's like one of those filters, look. 10 years younger filter. Oh, you're going to have the craziest lighting in this video. I've completely mistimed everything. Forgotten that the clocks have gone back. It's getting really dark quite early, and I've basically run out of time. But I like to do these videos on the last Tuesday of every month. It gives me one piece of structure in what is otherwise a completely chaotic month. And so here we are with, I was going to say September favourites, but we're in October. The other terrible thing is, apart from this crazy lighting, you've got all of the bars from my windows in the cabin crossing my face. The other thing is that I have forgotten the fifth thing. Let me just line myself up in the middle of a window pane. That's better. I've forgotten the fifth thing. I was going to do a whole long thing on period pants and why I think they're so good, and the ones that I stocked up on at Modibody. I'll still put the link to them. You know what, I can still talk about them, can't I? I'll just do a picture of them on the screen. Are we going to launch straight into period pants? No. Let's come back to them at the end of the video. Hopefully it won't be pitch black out there. We're going to start off with a book. This is my book of the month. I really enjoyed it. It was a big surprise because I haven't really thought myself much of a David Nicholls fan. But then when I thought about it, I've loved every single book that I've read by David Nicholls. So I don't know why. I picked this up and I thought, I'm excited by it because I've heard loads of people say it's really good. But I'm sort of not excited by it. I wasn't excited by the blurb, which is, I'm not reading that out. It's about two people who have been divorced and sort of different circumstances. A man and a woman, and they're in their late 30s, early 40s, and they go on this walk from coast to coast. So from Cumbria across Yorkshire and to the other coast, except they don't. And it's a love story, but it's an unconventional love story, and it's just all about the messiness of adult life and relationships and having to start again, I suppose. When I read the blurb, I was basically I'm researching for my Christmas Books and Chocks post and video that I do. And when I read this one, I thought, oh, whatever. But I started reading it. I was absolutely hooked. The dialogue is brilliant. So the love story is very kind of compelling. You're really rooting for them, but it's not sick making. And I just really loved everything about it. As I say, the dialogue was really good. It was very witty. The banter between them made me laugh out loud. And I do think it's rare these days that people can write characters well almost. There seems to be this trend for this very kind of self-indulgent people spieling out loads of words that nobody would ever use. Everything's really wordy and intellectual, and it's like people don't speak like that in real life. So it was refreshing. That's what I'm trying to say. That is definitely going in my Books and Chocks post, and it was just a really nice, light, fast little read that really made me want to go on a walking holiday. I love walking, and I've walked loads in the kind of area that this was set in, so I kind of liked it for that reason as well. But yeah, it was just a really nice read. Can't recommend that enough. On the note of Books and Chocks, this is my thing number 2 this month. Look at these soap poetry products. They smell absolutely gorgeous. Very, very small independent brand. And these are also going to be in the Books and Chocks video, even though it's not supposed to be books and soaps. But you know what? For this, I will make an exception, because just how cool are they? You could do a plain leather-bound notebook or a linen-bound notebook, couldn't you, with the contrasting colour? And that would be so pretty, I think. Oh, they smell amazing. So that's my 2 bookish things. 2 fashion-y things now. We're a bit low on beauty this time round. I don't know what's happened there. The first thing is that I had this catalogue. Hold on, caller. I had this catalogue sent. I love a catalogue coming through the door, and actually it's really dangerous because I'm more tempted to buy stuff from catalogues than I am online. I think it's because I am just Generation X, and we grew up ordering everything from catalogues, including holidays, just everything, household stuff, everything came from a catalogue. So maybe it's just an inbuilt thing that I like flicking through a paper-bound thing. Anyway, this came from poetry. I was looking through it thinking, never looked in poetry before, but I'll give it a go. You know how I love my knitwear? Well, I was in my element. And then I found these, the ribbed V-neck sweater. And these are made from silk, 85% silk, 15% cashmere. Swanky as you like. These are the colours they come in, look. That's what it looks like. I can only apologise about this lighting. It's just the sun. I can't do anything about it. And then I immediately bought that one in oatmeal because this is on my colour wheel for light summer. And it's actually quite hard to find things in this tone. And it's beautiful. It's as beautiful in real life as it looks on there. And so I found a new place for my knitwear. It was on the pricey side, but the materials are beautiful. So, you know, I feel like it's worth every penny. It'd make a good base layer as well if you needed it for that. But I'm just wearing it as a top with my jeans. My jeans are the next thing. Going from things on the pricier side to absolute just bargain basement. I've been doing really well. I've always done really well actually with H&M denim. And I think, did I put them on YouTube? I hope they restock these, but I've got these amazing slim straight jeans that are low on the hips, and they are, I mean, probably my favourite jeans I've had in over a decade. They were, I want to say £27, as were these. They are the wide leg high rise or high waist. I actually quite like them, £24.99. I'm not massively keen on this particular denim, but that was the only denim they had in the shop. And in the H&M shop in Bath, there is no Wi-Fi or phone reception. So if you try and go on the app to see what it is you're looking at and whether it comes in any of the colours, you just can't. In fact, the whole of Bath is just rubbish unless you're on the Wi-Fi. I couldn't look at it as I was going round. Then I got home and saw these came in 18 different colours and finishes or washes or whatever you'd call it. So I've ordered some lighter ones because I normally like a lighter jean. But I do think with the right shirt, a lovely sort of masculine shirt with a high waist and it nips you in at the waist, I just think as well with some heels, if I'm doing an event or if I'm going out, could look really cool. Why am I trying to do this? Why didn't I just leave it till tomorrow? Is this going to be the... That's what I was going to do. I was going to order some curtains. It's like one of those filters, look. 10 years younger filter. Oh my God, what am I doing? I'm so late. Fifth thing, period pants. Now I'm going to do a proper blog post on this, as promised in my latest blog post, which was about the last 5 things I've bought. If you don't subscribe to my blog, do that. What is that bit of hair stuck to my nose? Do that right now, okay? I'm going to put the link in the description for you because I feel like it's where I do my best and most honest work. Love writing my blog. My blog is my longest standing platform out of anything. YouTube second longest. I don't know where I was going with this. Period pants. So I am going to do a proper post on period pants, but make sure you subscribe to the blog so you don't miss that. And also I've got all of my gift guides and stuff coming up soon, so you won't want to miss those. But to sort of précis it, or give you a little preview of the kind of thing I'm going to say, I find period pants or period underwear, as you know, lots of people call it, I find it really useful because as I've got into my 40s, I've always had very light and scant and annoying periods in that they're quite regular, but once I get them, I have one day, I know what that's doing, or 2 days, and then for the rest of it, it comes and goes, and you never know what it's up to and what it's going to do next. So without going into too much information, you don't really know what the flow is going to be like. And what I hate is the waste of sanitary products that kind of creates. And the insecurity of not really knowing whether you're covered or not, and not really knowing what your body's doing. And I find that with the period pants, you're covered, but you can also see what's happening in terms of flow and where you're at with your period. And you're not wasting anything. You're not wasting any disposable sanitary products. So I just find them brilliant. The two most useful scenarios, I think, are firstly, if it's really heavy flow overnight, you can use them as an extra barrier or, you know, layer of protection, and that works really well, and you can sort of sleep comfortably knowing that you're double protected. And the other one is when I don't want to really use anything from day 3, let's say, onwards, I can just use period underwear. Yeah, I think that they're brilliant, and they're getting more and more brilliant, I feel, as time goes on. I'm really, really coming round to them. So Modibodi, I've bought a lot from there. Well, I'll say a lot. I mean, none of them that I've bought have fallen apart or stopped working or anything like that. They're just, for people who don't know what period underwear is, it's knickers that have got a kind of multi-layered core in the gusset. So it's almost as though they've got a reusable sanitary pad built in, but it's much more clever than that. And it kind of wicks everything away immediately. I mean, it is very, very effective, and then locks it down. And I think some of them can contain, I want to say 20 tampons worth of blood, but I must be making that up because that would be ridiculous. I think the heavy flow ones are, I don't know, a dozen or something like that. And then you can go right down to a very light flow, and you can get bikini bottom ones, you can get all sorts of things, thongs and shorts and all kinds of things, swimsuits. And this time round, I bought them in different colours. I colour coded according to absorbency, which I was really pleased with myself about. I thought, what a stroke of genius, because my other ones are all black and I never know which ones are which. The sun is now just about to disappear behind the opposite side of the valley. I almost want to, for dramatic effect, watch it happen so that it all just goes dark in here and it'll be really scary. But I don't have time because I've got to go and edit. I'll link to everything below, including the jeans. H&M jeans, I forgot to say about the sizing. Quite annoying sizing for some of them. But I am in the 12 of these, and I do think that they fit really nicely. And I am a UK 12 pretty much on the bottom. I'm going to go and edit now. Any comments, any questions, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the blog. Bloody hell, how many times do I have to tell you? Oh, and subscribe on here as well, please.